everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today I am making up some ground beef vegetable soup. We know a lot of that beef out there is getting expensive. Using ground beef, you can make so much more of it and it's more budget friendly, that's for sure. It's a very easy soup. Hopefully it's a lot of ingredients you all have on hand, but for this soup, everything you need for it will be in the description box, okay? It's getting cold. A nice cup, nice bowl of soup and some crackers is what we're having today on this chilly evening, so I wanted to share with you all as usual. Now here in my pan I have some 80/20 ground beef. We're going to fry this up with our onions and our celery chopped up well. And we're going to get this fried up just until everything gets tender and all of your ground beef is all cooked up. And then we'll get the fat that renders off that drained off there. So I'm going to get this fried up. Okay, I have this here just about ready to drain. Now I wanted to bring up all of your juices from your onion and some little bit from that celery. Don't drain anything till that has absorbed. You want that meat to pick up all that flavor from those juices from the onions, so you don't want to drain it too early. Just until you see that meat start frying, you know it's just the fat that's left behind. You want those juices from the onion to stay in there. Let that meat pick it up. And it's just about ready. So what I like to do, see all that fat that's coming off that meat? Just throw you a piece of paper towel in there and let that do its job. Tilt it, move it around, pick up that fat there. Alrighty, got all that fat off there. We don't want a greasy soup, so get all that fat off there. And this is really good, y'all. Like I said, a lot of things we all have on hand. And if it's something you don't have on hand, there's nothing really expensive about the soup besides the hamburger or the ground beef. Now I'm going to go ahead and add everything in here, and at the end we'll throw our macaroni. We're putting some macaroni shells in there and some mixed vegetables. But here in my pan, I have my broth, which y'all already know that follow me. I like to use this, the Knorr beef bullion. I used, I believe, 4 teaspoons in there. And then you can salt at the end, or you can add more of it if you like. A lot of people don't like it. If you like the better than bouillon, great. If you use the bouillon cubes, great. You use what works for you, okay? What you have on hand. But that stuff there, I just love the flavor of it, as I've said plenty of times. All right, I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Now I'm going to add a can of, I use the whole tomatoes, the whole Italian peeled tomatoes, and I just chopped them up and put them in my bowl there. It's a 1 pound, 12 ounce, 28 ounces of some whole tomatoes. Chop them up, or if you want the Italian diced tomatoes. But I like to buy them whole because I like to cut them to the size I want. Now, if you cut them and they're whole, you're going to be left behind on your cutting board with all the juices and stuff from the tomatoes. Don't throw that. Scoop that right up and put it right in the bowl with your tomatoes. Some of us like them big. You get them cut up in the can already. For me, they're too small. I like bigger pieces. But if you can get the Italian tomatoes in a can diced up, and you're fine with that. Use it. Okay. And here's my Italian seasoning and some garlic powder. That's it. And we'll add a bag of frozen vegetables, and we'll add our macaroni. But I want this to come to a boil. I'm going to let it simmer just for maybe 15 minutes because I like that broth to flavor a little bit longer than when you add the macaroni and the tomato. I like that to set there for a little bit, maybe 15 minutes, okay? Alrighty, I have that setting there for maybe simmering for 20 minutes. Okay, oh, that lid's heavy. Okay, now you use whatever type or kind of vegetables, frozen vegetables. I don't care if you got canned vegetables, just drain them. Use what you like. But I'm using 1 pound of frozen mixed vegetables is what I'm using, a 1 pound bag. And they're still partially frozen. We're going to add those in. And a little bit of dry elbow macaroni. Now, when I eat this soup, I think of my, I want to bring this to a boil. And then we'll simmer it again and cover it. And we're just going to cook this just until that macaroni is done. 20 minutes to a half hour with the lid on. Because you don't want that evaporating, your broth. But like I was saying, every time I see soup like that with macaroni, I think of my Aunt Audrey, which is passed on. I adored that lady. But let me tell you, she could cook. You know, she wasn't a very rich, wealthy person. But let me tell you, she made do with what she had in that refrigerator. I don't care if it was leftover meatloaf, leftover mashed potatoes, her leftover vegetables. That lady could make a pot of soup that was just out of this world, out of her leftovers. Just out of her leftovers. And she called it, I'd tell her, Aunt Audrey, what do you got in there? Oh, that's my gluck soup. Never knew what she meant by that. I think that was just something she came up with. But some soups, is my point, they could just be so delicious with just what you have. If you got a good base with some tomatoes and onions and garlic and some stock, you could throw whatever you want in soup. But I'm going to get this done. I'm going to put my lid back on that. After it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it down. And we're just going to cook that until that macaroni's done. 20 minutes to a half hour. And we'll dish us up a cup of soup. All right, there is the finished soup. Whoops, I'm knocking things around here. I apologize. Let me show y'all here. See there? Doesn't that look delicious? And it is. It's really good. And cheap to make. It's cheap to make. We're all looking for that budget-friendly meal, right? And I know a lot of us use ground beef because it's cheap. I do. But I'm going to get this bowled up. Now, when you make this, stir it here and there at the end with your macaroni because you don't want it sticking to the bottom. So give it a couple stirs here and there. Mine went for 20 minutes. So I'm going to get it bowled up. Alrighty, I got that cupped up, shall I say. I got it to the very top so y'all could at least see it because I do have mine in a cup. Have it with whatever you want. Crusty bread, some salad, some crackers. I'm having mine with just some good old saltines. That's how I like it. So y'all can see that there. That is delicious and it's hot, hot, hot. if I got that on my crackers or not. Oh, well. Take a bite with y'all. It's hot. But that's how I like my food. Mm-hmm. Oh, I could sip that broth right out of that cup. Boy, that's good. Mm. Mm-hmm. The most simplest things. Dip that cracker. It's so good. I had this on. I wanted to show this with you. I thought this was just so cute. Let me move that away. Mmm. Boy, that's good. Curtis's girlfriend. And Curtis is doing great, y'all. And just to let you know, Curtis is coming home for Christmas, and I can't wait. He will be here on the 23rd. And Mama is waiting. But his girlfriend sent me that. She knows I like to do videos and hang out with y'all in some little, looky little cute little pot holders. Aren't those darling? When I got those through the mail, my little heart was so happy. And I just took this off, and it's an apron. I don't know why I'm worried about getting it dirty, but I guess it's just because I love it so much. Isn't that adorable? Little. But first, coffee. Little apron. That is just so darling. I wanted to share that with you guys so you could see that. She's a sweetheart. She's an absolute sweetheart. And I thanked her for it, and I use it. I just don't want to get it dirty. But I wanted to show that to y'all. I had it here wearing it. But anyways, this will be my last video. We'll see you guys after Christmas. So once again, I want to wish all of you all a very beautiful, blessed, Merry Christmas. And the soup's delicious. I mean, I just hope y'all give it a try. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe and share. My subscribers, I think I'm at like 76,000. We are pushing the 100,000, and I can't wait to get there. So please help me out, guys. Of course, we're going to do a giveaway again once I hit that mark, but I want you guys to drop me in the comments what y'all are having for Christmas dinner, what y'all baked, you know, your goodies, and share that with me. I just love to hear everybody's stories, and I could sit here and chit-chat with all of y'all, but the soup is done. I hope you guys enjoy this, and you've seen the pot. It makes quite a bit. But do add your own salt to your taste. I probably added probably a little bit more than a teaspoon of salt. I know the broth is salted, but it's a big pot of soup. You need salt. If something don't taste right, you probably need more salt. You can even add more of the beef bouillon. But until next time, I'll get off here. I just enjoy talking to y'all. It's usually me by myself here all the time now, so it gives me somebody to talk to. But you guys stay blessed. Have a Merry Christmas. Love one another. Eat well. And God bless all of y'all. I love y'all. Bye-bye.